More from Nicola now. Nicola, it was interesting that doctor you spoke to in that report there said that this is so new that paediatricians don't really know how to go about treating young people with long COVID. The thing is, do we yet know if the severity of COVID means that you might get long COVID or not? Because obviously a lot of younger people are completely asymptomatic.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, Adnan. And it's one of the things that Ravi Jairam actually said to me. Many children have either asymptomatic COVID-19 or even have no antibodies when they're tested at all. Tilly was quite unusual in the fact that she had quite a severe bout of COVID-19. And that's one of the problems for the doctors because, you know, a child will be complaining with these symptoms, and we do know statistics here in the UK have shown that between 12 and 15% of children who have COVID-19 still have symptoms 5 weeks later or still feeling unwell 5 weeks later. So the problem, Dr. Jairam said, is that, you know, a child will present, they will do the usual tests that they run, everything seems normal. The child didn't seem to be particularly ill if they did test positive for COVID-19, yet they're definitely now having all these symptoms, you know, the nausea, the complete exhaustion. When we filmed with Tilly, for example, her mother said that the time we were there was the longest she'd been awake for about 5 months, and when we left she completely crashed. And they don't know what to do. This is the other problem, is they don't really know how to treat them because there's nothing specific for long COVID in adults or in children. And so they just have to treat the child in front of them. They have to treat the pain with pain relief. They have to give physiotherapy. And they obviously need to give psychological therapy because you can imagine for these kids, I mean, they're children. They're used to playing. They're used to running around with their friends. I mean, Tilly normally would go bowling down the road with her friends, would go to school. And instead now they're just stuck at home with nothing. And the other aspect as well that both Tilly's parents and Dr. Jairam said to me was education. Because these children can't go to school. Tilly had tried to go to school several times, is too exhausted, can't deal with the light in her eyes, and so has to come home. And she's resigned to the fact that she's probably going to really flunk her school exams, her GCSEs, which will have a major impact on her life.
Yeah, of course. Nicola, thank you. Our health correspondent, Nicola Hill.